Okay.
Zen Master Philosophy, Part 2.
All right. So there is a Buddhist monk, and he walks into a village. Nothing to eat, nothing at all. All he's got is his bowl. It's a nice bowl, very nice bowl, made out of terracotta. Something you guys should build a fire under. That's pretty large, actually. Pretty large pot. Well, has no food, and it's been a drought, and not a lot of food in the village, so he sits down next to the road and pulls some twigs together and starts a fire. And as he is starting his fire, he puts the boiling water in. It starts to boil, and he drops a big rock in. And villagers all start to gather around the monk, and they're wondering, what's going on here? Why has he got a rock? And he pulls a spoon out of his robe and starts to stir and stir and stir. And as he's stirring, he picks the spoon up and takes a taste. And he continues to stir and stir and stir, and more villagers gather around and wonder what he's doing. So he tastes it again, and he says, "You know what this needs? Let me see." Sticks a spoon back down in there, brings up another sip. "You know what this needs?" Villager's like, what does it need? What does it need? He goes, "It needs an onion. Does anyone have an onion?" Next thing you know, there's a villager comes running up with 3 or 4 onions. He goes, "Oh man, thank you so much." So he drops the onions down there and they begin to boil. He says, let me taste this. This is pretty good. It's getting better. But you know what we need? We need some celery. I wonder if anybody's got any celery. Next thing you know, an old lady walks up with a thing of celery, and they chop it up, and they pour it into the soup. Stirring and stirring, and take another sip. This is getting good. More and more people gather around. He says, "I think, though, we need a bigger pot. Is there a bigger pot here? We need some more firewood." So next thing you know, a big pot comes in, and he pours the starter soup in there. Boom, a big rock falls out, onions, celery. They start pouring more water. All the little kids are carrying little twigs and little sticks and things to keep the fire going. And they add more water. He tastes it again. "You know what we need in this? Some carrots." Next thing you know, there's carrots coming out from everywhere. Carrots and carrots and carrots everywhere. It's getting better and better. But you know what we need? We need some chicken. Well, the next thing you know, there's half dozen chickens there, and they're all getting slaughtered, and they scald them, and they cut them up, and they put the chickens in. Oh, this is almost perfect. Let me see. I think I've got the final ingredient right here. He takes a pinch of salt out of his sleeve and puts it in there, and a little bit of pepper, and another person comes up with some peppers, and oh, it's complete. So when he finally finishes, he has enough food to feed the entire village from a stone. The point is, we may think we don't have anything, but if we all stick together, we always have more than we ever thought we'd have.
That's Zen Master for you.
Number 2.